Hey you guys, Paul from NZ Truth here. So today it's just a short video highlighting the problem we find in the media and how the media is the real problem in New Zealand, and how the 90%, as I call them, which are the sheep that are going along with the vaccines, etc., how they only believe what is said in the media, on the news. They only believe what comes from the government. So trying to wake these 90%ers up is like getting blood from a stone, guys. As soon as you talk about anything anti-vax, they just automatically go defensive and you're the devil, basically. You're a crazy conspiracy theorist. All they want to know is what is coming from the media. It's pointless trying to attack the governments also, because they only do what the people want them to do. We've already seen it in the previous lockdowns when they had stipulated that we're only allowed 50 people at a funeral. The majority of the public didn't like it, so what did the governments do? They changed it to 100. This is 100% proof. They're just doing what the people want them to do. That's what Jacinda does. She has also said to her ministers in a document leak that came out that they don't have to justify themselves to anybody because they have overwhelming support from the public. That's what Jacinda said to her ministers. Don't justify yourself to anybody because we have overwhelming support from the public. So the issue is the media. We know the media are not telling us the full story. The issue is that they're only talking about how great this vaccine is. So we need to attack the media because they're not telling us about how many people have died from it. They're not telling us about the adverse effects that the vaccine is having on people. And we also know what the governments are doing. They paid the media in New Zealand over $100 million to keep them going. So the issue for me is the media. We have to stop the media. We have to stop these guys somehow. I don't know how we do it. We need to take them to court. Something needs to be done, but the media need to be held accountable for the information that they're spreading to the people. They're telling everybody the vaccines are totally safe, but they're not telling you the other side of it. The media is the real issue here in New Zealand and around the world, and that's who we need to target, guys. We need to stop the media. So I have had a few subscribers say that they've made comments on my videos and then straight away the comments were deleted. I can assure you I don't delete comments. I'm not here to censor anybody. That's not what I'm here to do. So it seems like YouTube are deleting the comments for me. So I don't delete any comments, guys. I've allowed all comments, including links, so nothing gets held by me. I've allowed all of that. I apologise if some comments are being deleted, but it's not coming from me. Okay guys, that's enough from me. Thanks for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And I'm going to leave you with a few video clips that I've found on social media that I think speak volumes. Cheers guys. Bye.
I'm not worried about 2050 at the moment. What I'm worried about right now is what's happening in 2021, and in particular the adverse events that are happening to young people across the country from vaccines. In the last week, hang on a minute, hang on. In the last week, in the last week, I've had a 37-year-old woman who's had a stroke, been told she's got to take a second vaccine and is going to lose her job. I've had a 19-year-old girl who's had severe clots in her legs and her lungs. She's in hospital. She took that Pfizer shot last Thursday night. I've spoken to a 31-year-old man who's been paralysed since early September down his right-hand side. He's got some movement back in his right arm. He has had no income for the last 2 months. He just took out a mortgage before he got that shot. He's been told, the only time he's heard from Queensland Health is that is to be told that he's got to take a second shot. Now, it's bad enough that people don't get a choice to take a vaccine, but it's worse that they're being forced to take a second vaccine after they've had an adverse event and that the government hasn't yet provided them income support while they've been unable to work.
In Taiwan, the number of people dying after their COVID vaccination is exceeding the number of deaths from the virus itself. Taiwan's health authorities say that as of Monday, deaths after vaccination reached 865, while deaths from the virus are at 845. Vaccines currently offered in Taiwan include AstraZeneca, Moderna, Pfizer-BioNTech, and Taiwan's own vaccine, Medigen.
Whenever a government claims to have the people's interest at heart, you need to think again. In the entire history of mankind, there has never been a political elite sincerely concerned about the well-being of regular people. What makes any of us think that it is different now? If the age of enlightenment has brought forth anything, then certainly this. Never take anything any government tells you at face value. Always question everything any government does or does not do. Always look for ulterior motives and always ask, cui bono, who benefits? Whenever a political elite pushes an agenda this hard and resorts to extortion and manipulation to get their way, you can almost always be sure your benefit is definitely not what they had at heart. As far as I'm concerned, I will not be vaccinated with anything that has not been properly vetted and tested and has shown no sound scientific evidence that the benefits outweigh the disease itself and possible long-term side effects, which, to this day, we don't know anything about. I will not be reduced to a mere guinea pig by getting vaccinated with an experimental drug. And I will most assuredly not get vaccinated because my government tells me to and promises in return I will be granted freedom. Let's be clear about one thing. No one grants me freedom, for I am a free person. So I dare the European Commission and the German government. Throw me in jail, lock me up and throw away the key for all I care. But you will never be able to coerce me into being vaccinated if I, the free citizen that I am, choose not to be vaccinated.